What's going on YouTube? My name is ADCArtAttack, his name is Joker, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Style Swap Drawings series. That's right, it's another Style Swap video, and all of you seem to be enjoying these videos very much, and I enjoy making them. It is really fun trying out new styles and seeing what makes them all tick. And now for today's video, we're going to be doing the Joker in 10 different styles. And the Joker is a fan favorite character, one of my favorite characters of all time. He's an incredibly crazy character, and this is going to be really fun to do the challenge today. This is like one of the best purchases I've ever made. He looks really good, actually. Really good. Now, on your screens right now, you have 10 styles that we're going to be doing today. And what I want you to do right now, before the video starts, is leave a comment down below letting me know which style you're looking forward to the most. Then at the end of this video, I'm going to ask you to edit your comment or comment to your comment, letting me know which style is your new favorite. The purpose of this is I want to see if I meet your expectations or surprise you in any way, shape, or form. And also, it's great information for me to see which style people enjoy most. Cool. With that being said, it is time to get started with drawing Joker in 10 different styles. I do hope you enjoyed the video. Let's get started. Whew. Okay, so before we actually get on with drawing the Joker in 10 different styles, we have a plain sheet of paper here, and we need to make some grids, some squares, some things on the paper so we can draw within them. Much like we've done in all of the previous episodes, drawing 10 squares, except one of them, this one, I was lazy. I only did 6. But this time I'm gonna do 10. Here we go. Joker. Yep, so once again, the Joker has to be the first thing that we draw on this sheet of paper because we need an image of the character we'll be drawing today to pull from, to reference from as a guide that we can look back on and say, that's the guy we're drawing today. Look at his face. He's happy. He's weird as well. I love the Joker. The Joker is by far probably one of maybe the greatest villain of all time. This particular image of the Joker that I'm referencing today is Jason Fabok's Joker. I hope I said your name correctly. I'm not too sure because I'm terrible at names. But it's like the best looking Joker I've ever seen. I really do like this one, and I was totally inspired to make this entire series episode thing based on this image. So there you go. My attempt at drawing it isn't looking too good, but it's okay. It serves a purpose. It's there. Joker, hi. Let's get on with drawing the Joker in 10 or 9 different styles. Naruto. So kicking things off with the first style, it is Naruto, one of my favorite animes of all time, and I really do like doing this style, so this is a treat for me. I really can't wait to do this one, and in fact, I know what this one looks like, and it looks pretty good at the end of the video, so you're in for a treat with this one. So before I start any of these style swaps, I always ask myself, what would this character look like if he were in the universe that I'm drawing from? Yeah. Joker is one creepy guy, and I think that he would fit the villain role in a series like Naruto very well, and I wanted to introduce a dark element to it. Now, within the universe of Naruto, we are not unfamiliar with people wearing other people's faces. Ugh. It's a thing that happens, and I figured let's play on that and have the Joker version wherein the main character from Naruto's face, to slip an S on there. It looks creepy. But as we move on to the coloring is where we really bring that style out. It's where every style sort of differentiates themselves, and Naruto's coloring style is pretty flat for the most part. There's a little bit of cell shading in there, but there's not too much shading at all. I kind of added a little bit more than I should here, but by the end of it, yes, kind of looks like a legit character. I really do like this one. This is already my favorite one, and we're only 1 and 2 into this one. No, honestly, I really do like this one. I think it looks pretty legit, and yeah, this has been a great one to start with. Moving on. Tim Burton. You know, in all of the style swap videos we've done, we have included a Tim Burton style, and for good reason. Many of us like it. I love it. I think it's one of the best styles ever. It's so awesome. Now, it really is easy to make Joker into a Tim Burton style, and with his crazy personalities, I had so many ideas, hence why there's a creepy style coming up later, but we'll talk about that one soon. For this style of Tim Burton, I wanted to capture the crazy, insane Joker personality. And with this style, the main thing you're looking for is those features that identify a character, to emphasize them. We're manipulating features and exaggerating them. But it must follow the rules of Tim Burton's style. You know, the smaller jaw, the bigger head, the skinny neck, and of course, that coloring. You want to get your ugliest colors you have. Now, if you don't have ugly colors, just get any color you have and be sure to layer over them with a gray. The gray will wash out those colors and apply a subtle tone over it. Now, you want to use a light gray, nothing too crazy dark. You can build your gradients as you need to, but the key with this style is to wash out those colors, and by the end of it, it looks insane. I actually do like this one. It's very different to my other Tim Burton styles. It's not super creepy, but it captures that personality pretty well, and I think it's in line with the style of Tim Burton. I don't know. What do you think? Moving on. Disney. I saw a few requests for this style in my previous video, and I sure do love when I get requests. This style was one, much like the Tim Burton style, where I immediately felt confident and comfortable. Just saying the name Joker in my head for a Disney style, all I could think of was characters such as Hook, Hades, this Prince, man. These are good bases to work from. Most of the characters, especially the villains, follow a steady pattern. But again, it ain't quite the Joker until you add those colors. Bright, clean, vibrant, kinda the same as bright, but you get the point. Let all those colors show. Don't hide anything, don't hide any details. Make distinct, clear separation of the tones, and wunderbar. A super evil yet charismatic character, because let's face it, if the Joker was in a Disney movie, I can't imagine they'd have him beating Hercules with a crowbar. Probably not. He'd probably have a weird motive like, meh, I don't really have any. Moving on. Cute. I'm totally plugging my own creation with this one. Some of you may remember what I'm drawing here from way back when I were a wee artist before the days of YouTube. I had a series of characters called Halomanga, and look at them. They're so cute, right? It's been a while since I did them, and yeah, anyway, I just saw this as an opportunity to reintroduce them to the big bad world. Maybe you'd like to see more, let me know. Moving on. Pokemon. Right, this one. Okay, hold up. This is the rough doodle I sketched. Just an idea, I like ideas. Well, I asked my friend what he thought about it. He said, meh, bit more menacing. Okay, cool. Should've just stuck to the original. Joe, you suck. Moving on. Dragon Ball Z. Come on, you didn't think we weren't gonna do this one, did ya? It's become a staple in these videos. So many people ask for Dragon Ball, so here we go. Now, things to consider when doing a Dragon Ball character, the head structures across the board tend to be the same. All body parts and areas are very well separated and defined, and overall, it's a pretty plain style that yields solid results. I had to go for a really big sort of animated laugh. It looks pretty good. The coloring is slightly more intense than the Naruto style from way back just a couple minutes ago. Only intensify it a little bit more, adding a couple more deep tones. It's your decision how many tonal shifts you do, but the most important thing is not to overcomplicate it. By the end of it, you're left with a Dragon Ball Joker, the Joker Z, Dragon Ball Batman Z Crazy Super Saiyan. Nice. Moving on. Welcome to the style of now. I don't know what's wrong with me. I said this last time we did this style. Man, do I love Futurama. And of course, the head in the jar concept. Please, someone make this a reality. I want to be a head in a jar when I'm, you know, at the end of my life. There's really not much to say about this style, except for just how iconic it is. We all recognize and love the Simpsons and Futurama styles. Matt Groening, the creator, how do you even say his name? Matt Groening created a truly incredible style here, and it's an honor to try my hand at it. I feel that I really captured those key elements that make up the Futurama style with the large eyes, the sort of funky mouth shape, and I don't know, hair. It's all right, but it looks a little bit like Fry, sort of. Moving on. Creepy. Okay, so this style admittedly is an extension of the Tim Burton style. Now the reason this is because when coming up with the Tim Burton style, I was playing a video game, and while I'm playing my game, I was just sketching away some style ideas. And I came up with a couple Tim Burton ones, and this one was just too good to not include in this video. But it is very different to the Tim Burton style we did before. Yeah, so same thing, we want to exaggerate certain features. However, last time we put emphasis on the insane sort of laughing of the character. This time, it's the creepy factor. The bloodlusted, the dark, up in the details for this one. I felt so free, no restraint, no guide. I just drew the weirdest thing I could and put whatever I could on the paper, and whatever stuck is what we've got. By the end of this is absolutely amazing. Now, I am blowing my own horn a little bit here, but I just love this one. It's a completely different style to the original Tim Burton one, but it still holds true and is comparable to a Tim Burton style, I feel. It respects the rules of his style, just from a different angle. Moving on. Portrait. Right, so portrait. Now, let me start by saying I am no portrait artist, but you guys have been so amazing. Your compliments have just been incredible regarding my portrait drawings, so I figured this would be a main staple in the style swap videos, even if it does take a very long time to do them. Ah well. For today's portrait, I figured we would choose the best Joker, Mark Hamill. Okay, I'll be honest, this is more of an excuse for me to just draw a Jedi. I am a Star Wars freak and I really just want to draw Mark Hamill. But in my opinion, he is the best version of Joker. Now it is an animated cartoon, but his voice acting is so incredible, I just had to draw him. There have been so many different versions of the Joker over the course of years. It's getting a little bit crazy. It's sort of like Spider-Man at this point. But I think we can all agree that Joker is one of the best villains of all time. Now, I have seen a couple of people asking me for tips and tricks on the portrait drawings, and like I said at the beginning, I'm not a portrait artist, so I don't really have much in the way of tips, except for take your time with it. This took me around 5 hours to complete, and I'm very happy with the results by the end of it. It's not the most perfect drawing, it is very small, so it's quite difficult to get any of those minor details that I want to get, and also I'm using my finger to do the blending as opposed to using like a blending stump, which most artists would be using. But all in all, super happy with it, big fan of Mark Hamill, so it was just great to be able to do this piece, and of course a big fan of Joker. So, moving on. Well everybody, there it is, the 10 style of Joker are complete. What do you think about it? And if you do remember the question that I asked you at the beginning of the video about which one were you looking forward to the most, well, I'm going to ask you the second question now, is which one is your favorite now? I'm very curious to find out if I matched your expectations or if I surpassed them or if I totally let you down. This was possibly the most difficult episode that I have done. I tried to be a little bit more original in all of these styles and it was quite difficult. There took a lot of planning to do these styles, but I really do like all of them and there are a few that are my favorites. And that does bring me to the question, which one is my favorite? And I've got to say, my favorite version right here on this sheet of paper is Creepy. I absolutely love this one. And what makes this one even more special is it was actually supposed to be the Marvel slot. I was actually going to be doing a Marvel style in this position. However, I really love the test version of this that I had done. So much so, I just had to do it again and I had to include it in this video. Well, there you have it guys, the video is complete. I do hope you enjoyed yourself today and I do hope you enjoyed the video. I'm really excited to read those comments down below. It's pretty important for me to gauge some information there, see if I surprised you, and also taking this further if I do it again, which styles I'll be doing and looking for most. Of course, if there's anything you'd like to see me do in the future, any characters you'd like to see me do, or styles, leave those comments down below and I do make sure to read as many comments as possible. It gets a little bit overwhelming now and then, but I do make sure to read as many as I can. Whew. That being said, my name is ADCArtAttack, his name is Joker, his name is Bob. He's all the way down there. And we look forward to seeing you all again in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.